Okay, let's get straight to the point. Let's talk about this breaking news, sad news coming out of New York. Now, everybody probably seeing all the reports, the news, everybody covering this whole thing about this active shooter that was in Manhattan, New York, one of the most busiest borough cities in New York. If it's probably the busiest one. Now, this is right here to the right. This is a little picture of the scene that was outside down there in Manhattan, New York. To the left is from pictures and stuff that's been released online. This is the man that walked in with I want to say they had a rifle in his hand. He walked into the building, and they saying this right here is the alleged shooter that walked in. And we're going to get a lot into this story because there's a lot of twists and turns with this. Now, of course, you can see this building right here where you can see law enforcement entering the building after the shooter had went in. And according to reports, a man with a rifle in a 345 Park Avenue where he shot and unalived 3 people. That's what the reports are saying. But also included in that was an off-duty New York police officer. So rest in peace and condolences to everyone that's involved that have probably lost their life due to this active shooter in this incident in Manhattan, New York. And definitely, for a fallen law enforcement officer that's just doing his job off-duty, making some extra money, and then you have this right here that walks right into your front door. Also, they say this happened around 6:30 p.m. So this is like one of the busiest times of the day. But also, the building contained is the NFL headquarters. It's another building there, also Blackstone, but this is the NFL headquarters, and we're going to get into that because this possibly may have a little something to go hand in hand. Now, this right here is on this building. It was a lot of floors, and I want to say they located the active shooter on the 33rd floor. And right here to this right, this picture to the right is a bunch of desk offices. And right here is where they found him at. And of course, the shooter did not make it out this situation at all. Now, this right here is a lot of videos, viral videos that's going around showing, and shout out to freedomnews.tv. There's a video surfacing about 2 other people that was arrested. It was a man and a woman, and this right here is the woman. Now, I don't know the ties that they may have possibly with the active shooter, whatever, but nothing has came out, no details that came out associating them with him. But clearly, NYPD feel there's something going on because, as you can see, this lady right here is in handcuffs, and there's a lot of viral videos on there that you can see this lady being escorted out by about 10-20 New York police officers. So I don't know what's going on with it, and also a guy, but like I say, don't know if they have any ties to the shooter. Now, the shooter has been identified as Shane Tamura from Las Vegas, Nevada. He's 27 years old, and he have ties to Las Vegas in California. Now, what would make this young man do this and go to Manhattan, New York, out there during the busiest time of the day, and walk into this building and do this? Who knows? But there was a lot of people out there making, filming and trying to, talk about what was going on. But it was a very crazy day down there at the most busiest time in New York. But also, CNN is being criticized because they reported an inaccurate description of the suspect, Shane Tamura. They said that he was a white male suspect, and clearly that's not the case. But let's roll the footage. Let's go.
And they do know what he looks like. Sunglasses, mustache, male, possibly white. And they do know what he looks like. Sunglasses, mustache, male, possibly white. And they do know what he looks like. Sunglasses, mustache, male, possibly white.
Guys, there's an active shooter right now on 54th and Park over here. The streets are all blocked off, super scary, tons of NYPD cars.
Oh my gosh.
Jay was outside, leaving, heard shouts and stuff.
Dude, I walk this way every day.
Hey, are you home? Okay, good. Apparently there's a shooter on Park Ave. It seems like in the black zone alone. Yeah. Okay. Thank goodness. Alright. I'm going to, there's, a bunch of cops congregating outside of 345 Park. They're behind cop cars. Ambulances going down. please. Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3. This is gonna be like a big deal. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ambulances. I mean, there's guys in. Yes, they're putting in right now with long ones.
Side of that building. That's, I don't know. That's 345 Park Avenue, live shooting.
You know, if this guy was just out for just murder of anyone, he's in Manhattan on the street. I mean, it's crowded with people. It's always crowded with people. He could shoot all kinds of people if he wanted to on the street. But yet he strides to this building with the rifle low, like he's not yet confronted who he wants to confront.
So just like you heard the guy say in the news report, this guy, Shane Tamura, could have started shooting anywhere or anything because he is out there in Manhattan, New York on the busy street. People walking everywhere. But that was not his focus. He wanted to get into this building, which was the building for the NFL headquarters. And that's where this story kind of make you scratch your head and be like, what's going on? But doing some research, with it may be floating around online right now. But what I kind of found out is this, is that Shane Tamura was a superstar football player. Coming up in high school, don't know his college career, seemed like things kind of didn't work out, but he was a superstar football player for Grenada Hills School out there in California. But he also played for Golden Valley High School, also in California. And he was a star running back. He played cornerback and he played free safety, but he was very, very popular as a running back. So do this have some ties to football? Is the reason why he wanted to get into the NFL headquarters? Because this doesn't make any sense for him to just want to go to the NFL headquarters. What? I mean, he is 27. He was in high school back, 7, 8 years ago. So this has been a long time. Now, I don't know what's been going on with him. Don't know if he's been trying out to get into the league. I've seen a couple of things online saying that he had aspirations to be an NFL football player. Don't know what happened. Don't know if he got hurt, injured, or whatever. But it appears that did not work out. But you look at some of his highlights, the guy was amazing on the football field. And you can even see him talking in one of his interviews with Grenada Hills High School back in 2016 or 17. Let's go.
Hey, we're here with standout running back Shane Tamura from the Grenada Hills football team. Big 35-31 victory against Kennedy tonight. The battle for Grenada Hills. Shane, just talk about you guys getting that win tonight. How'd you guys come through?
We definitely had to stay disciplined. We were down 10-0. We definitely had to stay disciplined. Our coach kept saying, don't hold your heads down, don't hold your heads down. We just had to stay disciplined and come together as a team.
Shane, a couple of touchdowns for you, including a huge one late in the game there in the fourth quarter with under 4 minutes to go. That put you guys up 35-24, sort of sealed the game there for you guys, gave you guys a nice cushion. Take us through that play right there, jailbreak screen right there. Then you broke free about the 50-yard line and then took it to the house.
Well, our coach basically asked me, he was like, Shane, is the T-screen open? Is the T-screen open? I was like, yeah, it's definitely open. So we just threw the pass to me, Ernie threw the pass to me, and one thing led to another, and I scored.
Shane, talk about, you mentioned you guys were down 10-0, early hole. Things could have got out of control possibly. How did you guys pick yourself up off the floor after that early 10-0 deficit?
Definitely had to stay disciplined. Our coaches kept telling us, don't hold your heads down. It's just the first half, or it's actually just the first quarter. We just had to keep playing, keep fighting through it, and just hold our heads up high, and then a good result's gonna come.
So as you can see in the video, Shane Tamura seemed to just be a young guy, loved to play in sports, very well spoken. And, and that's it. It just seemed real simple, laid back guy. But how do we get to the point we're at now? How do we get to this guy right here in this picture to the left? Little guy right here, great running skills, football skills. I mean, you've seen his highlights. He was splashing and dashing. You couldn't even catch him. He was leaving people behind him, way behind him. Now, why he didn't get to the next level, I don't know, or what happened. But it's just very odd that out of all the buildings in Manhattan, New York, he goes from Las Vegas and go all the way to Manhattan, New York, to go to the NFL headquarters after he hasn't played football in, almost 7-8 years. Or maybe, less than that. Because you don't know if he was trying out or whatever he was trying to do, or you don't know if he played in some other league. But this is just making no sense at all. Why would he even choose to do this? A young man that seemed like at one point he had so much ahead of him, but now decided to go this route. And like I say, he did not make it out. And that was a decision he made on his own. So was it his plan the whole entire time when he made his mind up that he was going in there? Because like the news report said, this is Manhattan, New York. There are people walking up and down the street everywhere. Now, what's mind-boggling to me is how he is walking up and down the street. And if you saw the footage, he is walking up to the building. The building, he got a nice little piece to walk, and he is walking with his rifle in his hand. And I want to say it's like some other people walking behind him, like they're about to come in the building as well. So how is it that nobody, the police officers or the footage, some of these big buildings like that have someone just watching the cameras and watching surveillance footage? How did no one see him coming? Because it doesn't appear that he was hiding anything at all. He just walked right in. So maybe if they was able to see him coming up, then maybe they could have locked the doors or prevent him from coming in, or been better prepared, because when he got in, he got straight to it. But walking in Manhattan, New York into this building, and you just hate to see it happen like this. But like I say, according to reports, NYPD officer did lose his life, and I want to say 2 others. So rest in peace and condolences to everyone who didn't make it out of this situation. A very sad day. Y'all get in the comments, tell me what y'all think. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share my video. I'm Gertie Mac. Holla.